when they actually dug this canal back, most of it was dug by hand. The last thing they did was blow the bulkhead. And I'll give you a good chuckle because I get a chuckle out of it every time. Picture you've spent a couple of years of your life busting and toiling to dig this trench, and they've set their explosives, and you're like, yeah, blow that SOB up. They blew it, it all landed right back, and they had to dig it again. I can picture those poor guys going, you gotta be shitting, you had one job, Bob! So, along with the Civil War, we do have grave sites back here. There are 12 grave sites. They've since been exhumed and reinterred, but they were United States colored troops. Part of why I started this is to bring in ground-penetrating radar. We know of 57 that died here on Civil War time. They found 12 graves. I don't know about you, but you got 12 graves, 57 dead. You got a few left we need to find. So ground-penetrating radar is costly. So I started doing these, and I met with the finance department and everything else. All the funds from the paranormal events get earmarked to go towards future ground-penetrating radar rentals to bring crew back in and try to find the rest of those soldiers. Rather than just being out here in the woods, they deserve to be honored as a soldier. So I want to find them. Speaking of soldiers, one other thing that Ryan and myself do, we run the cabin on 360. We do a fundraiser each year. Some of you are familiar with Evergreen Cemetery. It's pretty much abandoned cemetery. It has well over 5,000 burials. We know of right now over 200 that are veterans' graves. They're in the woods, literally. Each year on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, Ryan and I go out, hack our way through the woods. Typically out of our own pockets, we have bought 200 flags for the past 3 years. This will be our 4th year. So we go out and place flags on the veterans' graves. So April 14th, we're hosting our event at the Cabin on 360 to raise funds to buy the flags. You all are more than welcome. Please look us up on Facebook, the Cabin on 360. Look up Ryan C. Jones or myself, Dennis Estlock. Most of you have already seen my ugly mouth. I'm sorry.
I'm recording it.
It's not the first time. You'll find out about more recording I get used to in just a moment from the Twisted Realm TV series. So the Cabin on 360 sits on the middle of Bethesda Church battle site. We own 7 acres and a log cabin. Very active. Mandy, how was your experience back in the woods?
I got grabbed on the back of my leg.
And it wasn't by me, I swear. Because right after she got grabbed, something ran into me on its way past. We've had full-bodied apparitions spotted. She just walked away. I was going to pick on Iris and ask her what her and I both saw, but we both saw a full-bodied figure lean through the trees looking at us. Joan has also seen a full-bodied apparition walking along the tree line. So it's definitely an active location. All of those funds from, there are several of them here that have been there repeatedly. But all of the funds that we do at that location, we do once a month, and we choose a charity that those funds go to. Last month we did an event that benefited the American Heart Association. Next month will be for purchasing our flags. We do, in December, we do a toy drive. It goes to Toys for Tots for the U.S. Marine Corps. So please look us up. I hope you enjoy tonight. Anticipate, you may get touched. You may hear voices, you may hear things move around behind you. Don't hesitate to call it out. If your body makes a functional noise, you burp, you fart, it happens. The first time, I promise we're not going to laugh, but go, hey, that was me. Because on a voice recording, when you have earbuds in and all of a sudden you hear, Holy crap!
It's a demon.
Just call it out. Now, like I said, the first one we may not laugh at you. The second one you're probably going to laugh at. I will say this though: the fastest way to dark to find out that he was being a smartass